check it out. We got this really cool project and I thought I'd share this video with you. So what we're going to be doing, and I'm going to be showing you right now, we're going to be drilling through 2 beams that are sistered up, and that's what they usually call it. The terminology they call it in the industry, in the construction, it's called sistering up. When you take 2 beams, let me show you, that are like that, and you put them together. When you take 2 beams and you put them together like that, it's called sistering up. So I had this special fabricated Simpson bucket right here, and I had that specially made to receive these 2 beams right here. And so now we're going to bolt them together, because on the plans it shows to bolt them together every 24 inches, staggered. So what I'm going to show you is how do we drill through this, okay? And what I like to use is this awesome baby right here. It's a cool drill, 3/4 inch paddle bit, right? This drill bit right here, it has that tip on it. It's a self-pulling, so basically you don't have to put that much pressure and push in on it. It'll just pull in for you. But you got to be careful, because with the bit this long, it tends to give a little bit of a bow. So if you're going in here, 3 inches here, you want to be approximately 3 to 2 inches on the other side. You want it to start going down on you. So you want to make sure you're pretty level, and even maybe pointing up just a hair, because it tends to start diving down, okay? You could measure everything out, go to the other side, drill half, go to this side, drill the other half, and by doing that, you can get a pretty exact straight line as far as 3 inches off each edge. But I mean, it's sort of a waste of time. You don't really need to do that. When you just drill through, if you pay attention to it being level, then you'll be close enough to, 2.5, 3 inches. I have it set to just regular drill drive. This drill, you can do a hammer drill, or you can do a regular drill drive, which is what we're gonna do here. Okay, we've got this handle. You can unscrew it like this. You can move it around if you need to lock in, have good leverage on what you're doing, right? I set my speed to high. Okay, you get up on the ladder and make sure you're pretty level with it. You don't want to be working like above your head, because then it's hard. You want to be pretty level with it. And in case it like kicks back on you, and what I mean by kickback means if it hits a knot or it hits something that makes it sort of kick back on you and it jams up, it could knock you off the ladder. So you need to sort of lock yourself in on the ladder, make sure you're secure and solid, and then make sure you're about level. And what I like to do is I sort of get a bead on the beam, and I keep it sort of consistency with looking level. Try to keep it pretty level with the beam. And you could also pull your level out and sort of get a visual and see, all right, that's level right there. And then you can see, oh, I'm lined up with the Versalab or whatever. You can just do things to make sure you're basic level. They even have cool drills that have a little level on it. It's pretty awesome. All right, let's rock. So I'm gonna start. See that? Make sure we're level, pretty level. Going in, putting a little pressure, not a lot. At the very end, you give it a little punch, and it comes through. Then, you hit it in reverse, and back it right out. Then I like to put it back into forward, and then I'll basically clean it out, and clean out the hole, so that when we slide our all thread through, which is this, these are our all threads right here, with our 2.5 inch washers and our 5/8 nuts, and 5/8 all thread. You want to have it clean, so it doesn't, if you don't have it cleaned out, now we can run our all thread all the way through there. Looks good. So same thing with this one. You just give it a little pressure to get that tip started. Once that tip started and these paddles start engaging, it'll start pulling itself. right, now I'm going to show you what a kickback is. So we'll get it started. So look, I'm going to drive it in a little bit. And then if I let go of a little bit, you'll see what happens. See how the drill does that? See that? Basically that means it's getting stuck on something and it's kicking back. So if you're right here looking at it like this, and it, you know, if your face is right here and you got your head right here and you're drilling in, trying to really look at it and keep everything level, and then it does one of these, it could hit you in the face, it could hit you in the jaw, I mean in the arm, whatever. If you're between some bays and you're drilling holes out, it could slam you, hurt your arm. So you got to be careful, have a good grip on it, keep it steady, and try to keep it consistent through the whole drill, you know. See, you feel that? It's wanting to pull on me because it's hitting knots and everything. So now we're gonna drill through these, okay? These buckets have these 5/8. Those are more like 7/8 holes, but we're gonna be installing 5/8 all thread. They're gonna go through. This doesn't need a washer because it's metal on metal. You can put a little ring washer if you want for overkill, but it doesn't need it because it's metal on metal, so it's just all thread and with the nuts. But what we need to do when we screw through this is we're gonna go about halfway because there's holes on the other side. And when you're screwing through with the drill bit like this, it tends to like go down or go up a little bit. So if you go halfway and then you go to the other side and you go halfway and then you ream it through means that you just basically pass it through the hole to make it all basically level and even with the other side. Then you can put your all thread through all the way, okay? Now, there's a couple different things I keep with me when I'm doing this, okay? I keep my key chuck for my drill so I can change this bit out if I want in my bags right here. And I also keep another, I got the key, this is the key, so you can, and then I also keep another bit like this bad girl right here. So what's cool about this one is it can go through nails and stuff like that. So if you find something that's making you kick back, making your drill not really want to go through it, you can use this. But then you got to look at your thickness. You can buy longer of these, but you want to look, you can probably get halfway and then go to the other side and get the other halfway. So this will work as well. But I like to keep both in my bags because this one, it seems to, I like it because when this is going through here, if you catch this on this side right here on this metal, it'll sort of want to do, you know, it'll kick back just like that. And so you don't only have to worry about that with the paddle bit for the first inch. And once you're past that and you just got this, you can, you know, if it touches that side, it's not going to be an issue. It won't kick back on you, okay? All right, so like I said, I like to keep this in case I need this. This case, I think we're just going to be able to use this. But if not, we got this ready to rock. All right, first what I do is I'll go through and I'll go a little bit past that center beam. So we got two beams here, right? 5.5 by 5.5. These are LVLs, all right? See right there, Versalams. These are 20 footers, okay? And so what basically we're gonna do is we're gonna put it there, and I'm just gonna mark it right here with my hand. So you can use a measuring tape, but see how I marked it right there with my pencil? You can take a marker and put a marker around there. If you don't have a marker, then what you can do is take a little piece of electrical tape and you can put that. And basically what this is a guide. This is to know I'm where I want to stop, right? So once I drill into that line, then I know I'm going to stop and then jump over to the other side. Bam, let's roll. So like I say, you see I'm going to back my ladder up a little bit. If you want to adjust your footing, make sure you're going to be, if it jams up or kicks back on you, you want to be able to take it. You don't want it to push you off the ladder. All right, so that's perfect. Now I have good leverage. I feel nice and secure. I can drill through. You always start that off right in the center. You put a little pressure, you go in. This bit has a self-driver, so it just pulls it. You don't have to put too much pressure. You want to keep it level because we want to line up with the other hole on the other side, right? So I go in about an inch and then I'll back out a little bit to clear out that sawdust in there, because if not, sometimes what happens is it gets so tight in there and it'll bind up on your bit and you won't be able to get it out. Going a little bit, back it out. A little bit, back it out. All right, we're there. Nice. And then I'll do that with all of these. Now we've cleaned all those holes out. We went into our depth right here. This is basically our gauge for our depth. So we did that. Boom, we're good. See that? Bam. About where we want to be on all of them. Perfect. All right, now we're on the other side. There's a beam here. So I'm just gonna put my back against that, give me some leverage. And I'm gonna continue doing the same thing. You wanna make sure you're right in the center of that hole when you start this off here. Remember, reverse it. Clean out that hole. Reverse it. Back in. Oh, see that right there? We bound. That was called binding up a little bit. But because I got myself pretty locked in here, I didn't go anywhere. But if I was unstable on my ladder, that could have pushed me off. But it didn't. Boom. We're through. See that? We're all the way through now. You can see it coming through the other side. Bam, there it is. So now, once we're through, then we just clean it out. You want to be careful pushing your tip all the way through to the other side, because once you push it through all the other side, if it's off just a little bit and it hits this metal, it could, right at the end, go and bind on you, okay? It could break your tip on your paddle bit. Now when I'm grabbing this rod right here, I got my finger off the trigger. Push in, forward. Reverse. Great, back in. Nice. Right. Boom. Now if you notice, right when I slip into the other hole, right when it makes that connection, because they're not going to be completely lined up 100%, it wants to catch and bind on you. So be ready for that when you know you're getting close to your guide here. Nice. See how I just let go of it? If it binds on you, no problem. Keep a good grip on that, and if you can't hold on to it, don't try to out muscle it. Just let go of it. Right? See how it's binding like that? So grab it back here, where we were, hit it in reverse, it's caught, see? No problem. Clean it out a little bit, and continue forward. Boom. See, that's how you do it. As soon as it hit that other piece, there's a tiny bit of gap there, so, and it tried to line up with the other hole. So when it does that, it might be off a little bit, and then it catches, and it did a kickback, exactly what I just showed you. I'm glad that happened. Got to demonstrate it, but I'm locked in. I got my arm against the shoulder, my shoulder against the beam right here. I got my legs locked in on the ladder. All right, we're good. Now we're ready for our 5/8 all thread and our nuts. All right, we got our grid right here for our bolt on 24 inches on center, so we'll continue that. I'll pull from here 24 inches, maybe just put one here, one there, stagger it to lock in this. And then this puppy will be ready. And then once all this is done, then you can start rolling out your floor joists for upstairs. And you want to do this before you roll out your floor joists, because if not, then it'll be hard to get all these bolts in and drill with this huge long drill bit when there's floor joists in here. All right.